Hello, my name is Keshwani. This Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT math problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, the 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we're about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 172. Please turn to page 172, the very last problem on the page. Problem number 146 is what we're going to do. And today is our lesson number 161. Please turn to it. This problem basically wants to see if you know your millions, your billions, your trillions, and if you know how to manipulate your exponents. That's all it is. So here is a quick reminder for you, even though you know it, I know that you know it, but still it doesn't hurt to remind very quickly. A million is just 1,000 times 1,000, which is 10 to the 6th. A billion is 1,000 million. 1,000 million will make a billion, which is 10 to the 9th, and similarly a trillion is 1,000 billion, which will make it 10 to the 12th. Here we are told that the total expenses in the country are 1.2 times 10 to the 12. In other words, 1.2 trillion. And we are told that the population of the country is 224 million or 240 million. All right. So the population is 240 million, which is same as 240 times 10 to the 6th. And the question simply is, what is the per capita expenditure? Per capita is same as, per capita means per person. Per capita expenditure would simply be the total expenditure 1.2 times 10 to the 12 over 240 times 10 to the 6th. Now 10 to the 12 can be written as 10 to the 12 can be written as 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 6th. 10 to the 6th is a million. A million makes a trillion. A trillion is a million times million. 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 6th equals 10 to the 12. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to replace this 10 to the 12 by 10 to the 6th and 10 to the 6th. 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 6th. Why are we doing that? Because on the bottom we have 240 million. So if we were to divide top and bottom by a million, we can get rid of this million. Right here is a million, right here is a million. Let's drop them out. The next thing we're going to do here is that I see 1.2. I don't like 1.2. I don't like dealing with decimals. Somehow I want to get rid of it. So let's multiply the top and bottom. Let's multiply the top and bottom by 10. So now 1.2 times 10 becomes 12, and 240 times 10 will become 2400, which I'm going to write that as 24 times 100. And then don't forget we have this part, which is 10 to the 6th. You with me so far? Alright, let's continue. We see 12 on the top, we see 24 on the bottom. Let's divide top and bottom by 24, and this 24 becomes 2. Here we see 10 to the 6th, and here we see 100. 10 to the 6th, of course. 10 to the 6th, of course, is same as 1 with 6 zeros. And here we have 2 zeros. So again, if you were to divide the top and bottom by 100, if you were to divide the top and bottom by 10, we can drop out this 0. We can divide top and bottom by 10 and one more time, we drop out this 0. So we're left with this part right here, which is $10,000 because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 4 zeros is 10,000. 10,000 divided by 2. Well, that's pretty simple. 10,000 divided by 2. 10,000 divided by 2, obviously, is $5,000. The per capita expenditure for this country is $5,000. Now don't go around saying that the per capita expenditure for this country is $5,000 per person. Many a times I've heard people say that. It is redundant, because that's what per capita means. So either the expenditure per person is 5,000 or the per capita expenditure is 5,000. That was it. The answer is E. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.